On3 just released their way too early college football top 25 rankings for next season. So in today's video, I'm going to react live to what that is, who is placed where is Nebraska ranked? Yes, they are ranked, and everything else. Just a pure reaction. Let's get into it. But before we do, hit that like button if you're fired up to see where Nebraska is. And hey, if you're not a part of this family, if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join this family of over 10,000 strong, best community on Husker YouTube. So if you're a diehard Nebraska fan, come on, join this family of people just like you who are diehard Husker fans. Hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. Reacting live to On3's way too early top 25 rankings for next season. Let's jump right into it. 3, 2, 1. Here it is by Andy Staples and Ari Wasserman, top 25 for next year. I have some opinions. Nebraska, first off, at that 25 spot, barely getting in. Let's see what they have to say about why Nebraska is ranked and why they put him at 25. They say that Coach Rhule went to the portal and got some much-needed help for rising sophomore quarterback Dylan Raiola. The hope is that former Kentucky receiver Dane Key can do for Nebraska what Nebraska transfer Wan'Dale Robinson did for Kentucky. You're darn right. We're hoping Dane Key can be a first-round, second-round NFL draft pick. So that's right. They talk about some of the other transfers we got and how we're an improved roster. I think that makes sense, to be completely honest with you. They say that Texas Tech's receiving votes, Iowa State, Missouri, Duke, Washington. I think Nebraska is going to be better than all 5 of those schools. So I think that's valid. Us being top 25, I mean, that is surreal, right? And I don't necessarily love it, to be completely honest with you, because I like to, work with no expectations. I don't want anybody thinking about Nebraska, talking about Nebraska. Don't expect anything from us. That's what I want personally. I want the spotlight off of us because when we get good, the spotlight will always be on us. But for now, when we're not great, when we're not incredibly nationally relevant, I want nobody to focus on us, and then we can shock the world. But top 25 it is what it is. That's what's going to happen when you bring in the transfers and the top 10 transfer class that we did. You have a Dylan Raiola who's going to have so much hype over the offseason. My prediction is that while they say top 25 right now, they say we're going to be the 25th best team, I think as the offseason progresses, they're going to move us up this list. I think they might move us up 20 by the time we get to August, by 19, because that's how much hype's going to be around this roster. I don't know if it's deserved, but it feels good to be ranked. But I'd rather just work with nobody expecting anything of us, man, because that's best for this program, in my opinion. But reacting to some of the other teams that are ranked here, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is a garbage ranking. Like, I don't even know how much I should take into a fact that Nebraska, they put us at 25 because all the other teams are all messed up here. Illinois at 7 is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I understand Illinois, they're bringing back the majority of their team from last year, but Illinois' schedule is getting a lot harder than last year. And they had a lot of close wins that they're not going to have. I do not think Illinois is a top 10 team next season. So that's ludicrous. You have Florida at 9, who barely made a bowl game. You can't just jump up from not making a bowl game or from barely making a bowl game to the 9th best team in America. That's crazy to me. You have Auburn at 11. Auburn didn't make a bowl game, and I understand they bring in a top 5 recruiting class. They bring in a bunch of good transfers. That is still crazy. You put them at 11, above Alabama, above Tennessee, above LSU. Oklahoma's at 18. Like, what are we doing there? They barely made a bowl game as well. They lost their bowl game to Navy. So there are some problems with this list. It's pretty bad. It's pretty much a joke, to be completely honest with you. But to be honest with you, I don't really care about that. The fact of the matter is that the media is giving Nebraska respect very early on in the process. Usually it takes some months for the media to pick up on Nebraska, right? We're always coming after a pretty disappointing season, and then people start to say, okay, maybe Nebraska might be good this year. The fact that we're getting respect and it's only January, it just tells me that the expectations, the hype is going to increase as the couple of months progress. So very interesting here looking at this ranking. Let me know what your thoughts are about Nebraska being selected for this top 25. Let me know in the comment section. Hey, if you made this far in the video, you know what to do. Hit that like button and subscribe. As always, folks, go Big Red, go Rhule. See you in the next one.